I want to show you the Big Suck dust boot. Well, you notice first is this is a very long rear mount dust boot. It's long like this so it can support machines with aftermarket drag chains without the hose of the dust boot itself rubbing on the trough of the drag chain. The back here is very curved with a nice transition, reducing the amount of airflow or the friction for the airflow, allowing more airflow to get more suction to get to your workpiece. It's also got this nice little feature where if you want to change the length of your brush because you're milling in a different setup that requires a different length, or maybe you want to replace it with a new one, it is a quick and easy process to just pull that out. That insert comes right out. It's magnetically held in place. Line up another insert with a different brush, pop it back into place. It snaps right in with those magnets. A new front with the same length of brush, and I'm all switched over to run a new setup with a different length of brush. Now, I've been using the V9 for a long time, and I love it, and I still do. And what you can see here, one problem with the V9 that I've had is when I'm not milling through cuts, there tends to be a gap between the bottom of the spindle and the top of the boot, allowing air to just get sucked into there as opposed to forcing the air to come from the bottom, bringing up dust. So we solved that problem on the Big Suck by adding this big collar here, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. Now what you notice is I'm using the Z independent bracketing system from Pone CNC, and it's the same system required for both boots, so nothing new there, completely interoperable. So if I just pop that one out and pop this one in, and I throw the front back on it, this collar has closed that gap for me. So now even when I'm not really milling through cuts, I'm milling perhaps on the top of my piece, I'm still forcing that airflow to go to the workpiece and bring up as much dust as it can possibly bring up. Now, I want to show you a couple of the things besides the Z independent bracketing system that are necessary when you have a dust boot like this. Let me move the camera here around the side and you'll see what we have here is the same base on the Infinity up there that mounts to the top. That's the ultimate hose clamp base with the ultimate hose clamp itself right there. And then I've added two 2-inch extenders in the middle there to bring the hose down vertical instead of having it at an angle. Now you might have a smaller trough with a smaller drag chain and need only a 1-inch extension or 2 inches or 3 inches or whatever the case is. You can buy the right configuration from Pone CNC. I really think this is a great dust boot solution. It is the most powerful one I've used, even considering front mount dust boots. I love this system. I think you will too. Maybe give it a shot.